Hello, everyone, and welcome to Drag Queen Story Hour. I'm Felicia Minor, and I'm a storyteller with Drag Story Hour Arizona. This story hour is a part of Black Children's Book Week. Black Children's Book Week is a global celebration of Black children and the people who ensure Black children are represented in books and other children's media. To learn more about Black Children's Book Week, visit blackbabybooks.com. Black Baby Books is a platform that makes it easier to discover children's books with Black characters. I'm so excited, so excited to read a special book with you today. I Wish I Were a Unicorn by A.K. Neer and illustrated by Natasha Ramis. Beautiful book. Let's read. On a street like yours, not far away, in a home that's quite the same, there lives a child just like you, who even shares your name. Standing at the mirror, wearing wings and a horn, this child's great desire is to be a unicorn. Love it. I wish I were a unicorn. Mom heard. You know, moms have good hearing. While passing by, she stopped and poked her head inside and asked, amusing, why? Well then, I'd be very awesome. Such a brilliant unicorn. Spectacular and magical. Empowered by my horn. I'd have such great adventures, soaring freely through the sky with broad, expansive wings. To many places I would fly. Where would you fly? Not sure where I would go. But I'm sure I'd go a lot of places if I could fly freely. I'd be so bright and beautiful with grace beyond compare. If I could be a unicorn, I'd be unique and rare. At first, Mom stood and pondered with her hand upon her chin. Your greatest wish is granted, she declared with a big grin. What's Mom up to? But how? Her child inquired. The reflection had remained. The wings and horns so dearly worn were still plastic and plain. I'll tell you, Mom expounded. And I know this to be true. You're brilliant and amazing. But you need to see that too. Sometimes it's hard to see how brilliant and amazing we are. You may not have a magic horn protruding from your head, but magic lies within your heart and comes from there instead. Your magic glows and gleams with every kindness that you share. And every gentle word you speak shows that you care. Don't think you need to see your wings to spread them out and fly. When seeking to pursue your dreams, go soaring through the sky. Again, I don't know where I would go. but I'll be going somewhere if I have the wings. Your life's a grand adventure that is waiting to unfold. Be brave in your endeavors, be discerning, and be bold. You're truly bright and beautiful. Your worth beyond compare. You're caring and you're generous with many gifts to share. How many gifts do you have to share? I'm sure you have plenty. Just like this child. When Mom had finished talking and the words had settled in, a peek at the reflection, the unicorn within. That gaze into the mirror showed a magic once concealed, a confidence and knowing, all brilliant revealed, a glow with awareness. Now this child, who's just like you, can say with utmost certainty. Yes, I can see it too. I am unique, and I am rare, and I know this to be true. I am a unicorn, and so indeed are you. Yes, unicorn. I wish I were a unicorn by A.K. Neer. Did you like that? Did you enjoy it? I think that we should meet A.K. Neer. What do you think? Let's do it. A.K., are you there? Are you in there somewhere? Let's see where she's at.
Hi there, I am AK, author of I Wish I Were a Unicorn. My pronouns are she, they, and I am currently living in Atlanta, Georgia.
Hi, AK. How are you?
Hi, I am doing well. How are you, Fefe?
I'm wonderful. I'm wonderful.
You look fabulous.
Thank you. Just a quick little shake of the wig. That was it. And a little bit of lip gloss. That's the key. So, AK, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, so I wrote this book. I published it last year, but I actually started writing it a few years ago, probably about 4 years ago now, when my oldest was around 8, 9 years old. And they, singular they, um, wished that they were a unicorn. And it's actually from an actual conversation that we had, because they wish they were a unicorn. And I'm like, why? And they're like, so I can do this, this, and that, pretty much how it is in the book.
Oh,
And I basically had to explain to them, like, you are a unicorn, you are brave and you're beautiful, and just everything that's illustrated in the book was from a direct conversation with my oldest child.
wow. So they have like a piece of a moment in time with you that
Yes,
has been
absolutely. They are
published.
actually illustrated in the book. That is my husband and my daughter
Okay.
when they were younger. So, yes, they're in there.
Oh my goodness. Who says that their parent wrote about a moment in time in a book and then shared it? Um, so, wow. Um, what inspired you to go that one step more to make this a published book?
I was inspired by my child, but also in knowing that other children needed this message. And there were other children out there that were wishing to be, whatever they wish to be, a unicorn, a dragon. And when you get to the root of why they want to be these things, the truth is all of those attributes of that wish are already there. and they may not have someone telling them that you are these things. That's why it was really important for me to have a mother figure in the book, helping their child see those things. Because for me personally, I know that I was told some things, but maybe some things I wasn't told. And I kind of needed those things as a child. And I think a lot of children need those messages, and just for maybe an adult to help them open their eyes and see everything, all the magic that they are within.
We are celebrating Black Children's Book Week. So how important, I know that for me, it's really important to be represented, but how important is it to you that that you did something that helps build that, like, tell us about that.
I'll tell you that for me, so in going and making the book, my own children are multi-ethnic. So their father is white and I'm, of course, Black. The child in the book, it was important for me to have that child be ambiguously illustrated so that any child could pick up the book and kind of see a little bit of themselves in it. However, it was very, very intentional for me to have a Black mother in that book, because not only little Black children need that Black mother telling them, you are magic, you are brave, you are spectacular, you are all of these things, because especially when society is constantly pushing down little children of color and marginalized children. And with this child is genderless, so technically non-binary. There are little gender flag Easter eggs in the book. Even the main character, the child, actually is wearing a non-binary sock. So a lot of people don't pick that up. So it was really important for me to show that there is not only that emotional support within the Black community from our Black women and our Black mothers, and our Black adults, but there's also support within our LGBTQ plus community, because there are a lot of LGBTQ plus children of color and a lot that are, across the gender spectrum. So I really wanted to make sure that that was not shoved in your face in the book, but that it was represented and it's shown there, it's illustrated. So a little non-binary Black child can pick this book up and say, I've not seen this before, and they feel seen. So that was really, really important to me.
Is this your first children's book?
This is my first published children's book. I am actually working on a second one to this one called I Wish I Were a Dragon. And that one's going to feature non-binary parent, because that's definitely something we don't see. And again, throughout the book, there's a lot of diversity throughout the book that's illustrated, and it'll be the same in this book. I'm going about it a little bit differently, but that representation will definitely be there. And I'll be using they, them pronouns. I'll probably have to put an explanation in the back to explain what they, them pronouns are and how we use them. But this representation definitely is important. And like you said, when I was little, I had to go to a special bookstore to get books that had kids that looked like me and had stories that I could relate to. So yeah, definitely, as we become adults, we need that representation, and we need our children to see that we see them and they're valid. We celebrate by being ourselves. So I myself am, a Black she, they, and I have a they, he, she, them older child. So we celebrate honestly in just living our lives authentically. And a lot of people can't do that. Even within the Black community, sometimes it's hard. even to just be authentic as a Black person, because we're living in this world where we're told that we have to conform. We have to conform in the way we look, in the way we wear our hair, in the way that we talk, so we in this household, we celebrate by being and by living.
What advice do you give parents that have not experienced their child wanting to be a unicorn, so to speak? What do you tell them when they're trying to figure out who they are authentically?
So my biggest advice to parents is to take a step back from the expectations that you have and these kind of visions that you have for your children, and just allow them to discover themselves and to be themselves. For me, a big thing for me is gender and the gender roles that are forced in society, and allowing your little boys to play with makeup and to wear dresses if they want, and to, have the experiences that they might immediately cut off, as soon as their little boy comes up and says, "Oh, can I play with makeup?" Let them play with makeup.
I agree.
Let your girls play soccer, and let them do all of those things that you might not, that society has conformed you not to have them do. And then there's going to be the kids that come up to you and say, "I don't know if I'm a girl. I don't know if I'm a boy. I'm not sure where I am." Allow them to explore that, allow kids to wear what they want to wear, to play the games that they want to play with all of the toys that they want to play with. Let the little boys play with dolls, let the girls do karate, and let all the kids that are the they, thems, and other neopronouns do what they want, because all of it is just steps to self-discovery, and it's going to make them more grounded and more well-rounded, and honestly, just more stable adults.
Yes.
Let the kids be.
Yes. And you are breaking down barriers, and it takes a village, as they say, but you are one of the people that are helping to move that in the right direction. Thanks, AK. It's been great spending this time with you. And where can people find you, and where can they buy the book?
So you can find me on social media, on Facebook and Instagram. Both of the handles for both of those are at Hark Press Books. And my website where you can purchase the hardcover book is harkpressbooks.com.
Wonderful. And they'll be able to find that list on your social media or your website?
Absolutely. I will put the list of recommended books on both Instagram and Facebook, so you can head over there, check those out.
And as we celebrate Black Children's Book Week, you can go to blackbabybooks.com to learn more about children's books that are available with Black characters, as well as some activities. Thank you so much for listening and watching and being a part of this story hour today. Thank you to AK Neer and Veronica Chapman. Visit blackbabybooks.com to learn more about Black Children's Book Week and all the other events that they have to offer. And be sure to visit dragqueenstoryhour.org to find out the next story hour that's happening near you. I'm Felicia Minor, and it's been great to be with you today. I'll see you next time.